Hi, it's Tim Cooper here, and I've got a question for you. Today's question is, what happens when somebody in your area Googles for your service? So say if they're looking for a massage therapist or an acupuncturist in your local area. So they type in massage therapist Burleigh Heads or acupuncturist Toronto. Do you come up in those search? Because if you don't come up in those search results, you're making it very easy for your competitors. You're making it very easy for the guys who've taken the time to get listed in the results, because your prospective clients are just going to start calling the businesses that appear at the top of the list and start going down. Now, firstly, I want to just bust a couple of myths. And the first myth is that a lot of people believe that it costs a lot of money to get listed on the first page of Google. Like, you've got to spend money on expensive ads. And that can't be further from the truth. In fact, with a little bit of time, effort, and planning, you can rank very, very highly in the Google local search results for free, right? So it doesn't cost you a cent. The other thing is that a lot of people think that as soon as they hear the words Google and SEO, search engine optimization, that sort of stuff, that they're entering into the realms of computer gurus and that only SEO experts and marketing experts can do this. And once again, that these guys cost a lot of money. And once again, that's not true either. Everybody can do this themselves. It is very, very easy to do once you know the right steps. And when I first started out trying to build my internet presence, I made a number of mistakes, and those mistakes really affected the optimization and the performance of my listings. But after a bit of research and making some changes, because that's a great thing, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, you can always come back and fix them. After fixing those mistakes, I ranked very, very highly in the local search results. And as a result of that, I get new clients coming to me on a weekly basis. So how's that? Now, like, I charge $95 an hour, and I'm getting people walking in my door and paying me $95 an hour, and it hasn't costed me a cent. It doesn't cost me a cent to find those clients. They're finding me just through a little bit of effort that I did a couple of months ago. Okay, I just want to flip my phone and show you some important statistics, because being on local search is so important, especially in today's age where most people are on their smartphones and mobile, and they're out and about and they're doing searching. They're searching for businesses while they're out. And if you're coming up in those searches, you've got a great chance of somebody walking into your business or coming into your business within that week simply by appearing in the top of the listings. So let me just flip my phone over. So I just want to take you through a couple of the important, here's an infographic I found. And the first one is to talk about here is that this 3-pack, so the Google 3-pack appears at the top spot in 93% of searches with the local internet, with local intent. Okay, so when it says searches with local intent, that is when we're talking about looking for a massage therapist in Sydney and an acupuncturist in New York City. So searches that are specifically geared towards finding a service in a local area. And what's a 3-pack, you might ask? Well, this is the 3-pack here. So it shows a map, and then it lists the top 3 businesses. And as you can see, I'm appearing there at number 2. So I appear in that 3-pack, which is so important to getting people to pick up the phone and talk to you, because you can click on the more places and come down and list a whole bunch, but a lot of people probably aren't going to really worry about doing that. They're only going to be sort of concentrating on hitting the businesses at the top of the list. So that's important to look at. 93%. This appears in 93% of the listings. And then from that it says that 50% of consumers who conducted a local search on their smartphone visited that store within a day. So 50% who did the search were in the store within a day, and 34% who did it at home or on a tablet did the same thing. Okay, and then we're just saying that's not so much smartphones and tablets search local product. Yeah, 60% of Americans use their smartphone to look for local product and service information. 50% of local searchers are looking for business information like a local address. So once again, even if they know you exist, a lot of people will go in and just double check your address or your phone number. 78% of local mobile searches resulted in offline purchases. So once again, no, Google isn't just for online businesses. This is brick and mortar business. And as I said, 71% of people surveyed said they look up and confirm the location of a business before they go to it for the first time, and they're going to do that through local search. Okay, so once again, you can just see the importance. Like, these numbers are very, very high, very, very high. And 46% of all searches on Google are local. 46%. If you think of the millions, if not billions, of searches that are done, almost half of them are looking for local businesses. So can you see why appearing on local search is so important? As I said, you know, you can go, oh no, it doesn't really matter, but it does. And the longer that you're not appearing in local search, you're just making it easy for your competitors. Like, they're just laughing, going, ha, that's okay. Because we know that while we sit up here at the top of the listing, we are going to get the cream. No, we're just going to get people who come to the area. Or look, I've had people come to me for a number of reasons. People who have just moved to the area and they don't know who to come to, so they'll do a Google local search to find a new therapist. I've had people who haven't been able to get into their regular therapist, do a local search to find another therapist that they can book with. There are so many reasons, and you've got to get onto local search if you want to build your business. Like, I mean, it's only going to take you, well, a couple of hours, basically. By the time you set up your Google listing, a couple of other business listings, do a little bit of work. And if you do, it's all, you know, the secret sauce is in the planning. It's not in the work. So you get it planned right, and you complete your profiles properly, then there's no reason why you can't be appearing at the top of the search engines. And then what's going to happen? You're going to attract new clients. You're going to start making money. You can save money. Like, if you're already spending money on those expensive ad campaigns, Facebook ads and Google ads, you can probably just wind those back a little bit, because you will start getting people come to you through local search. And once again, it doesn't cost a cent. And I will repeat, you don't have to be a guru to set it up. If you can type, you can do this. And look, if you aren't comfortable with a computer, I'm sure you can get a tech-savvy family member or friend to help you with it. Now, to help you along the way, I've created a very short course, and it's called Local SEO for Wellness Practitioners. And as I said, look, as you've seen, I am ranking number 2 in my area on Google Local Search, so I know how to do this. I also made a lot of mistakes along the way, so I know what not to do, and I also know what to do. So this short course lets you just bypass this, jump straight over all those mistakes, let trial and error, and get straight to what works. So you can check it out. It's at localseo.wellnessbusinessblueprint.com. Now, this week we're running a special introductory offer, so I wouldn't muck around. I'd get on, I'd have a look, but please, don't think it's too hard. Don't think that it's not required, because it is required. It's going to help your business. You don't have to be a guru. Anybody can do it. If you want to attract new clients, if you want to make money, if you want to grow your business, if you just want to relax and just worry about treating and not worrying about marketing, then this course is for you. So check it out at localseo.wellnessbusinessblueprint.com. It's our time to shine, guys. I'll see you next time.